He's always forward-thinking.
Always a positive force.
He's courageous,
kind,
a dreamer, a doer,
master at putting his people first.
He's a good man.
They truly are Primerica legends.
When I think of the truly good people that make up this company, I can't think of anyone better than Ed and Barbara Randle.
I was born in a little town just south of Birmingham here called Bessemer, Alabama. Great family. They were industrial people. They worked in plants, and that was pretty much my destiny. I worked in a plant all during high school and college. Made up my mind I didn't want to do that, and so went to the University of Alabama, went down there to play football, didn't make it. I got married and came up to Birmingham and finished up my education here.
Well, I was the youngest child. There were two. I had a brother, and my mother was a stay-at-home mom, and I always wished she would work, because I thought I'd have more clothes if she would work. I got married when I was 17 years old. It was Vietnam era, and my husband joined the Navy, and he was going out to San Francisco to live there. We were out there a couple of years. Got a job with the Navy Department, and Bill was born when I was 19.
What everybody wanted to do was get with a big company, a big corporation, and I had the good fortune of going with General Electric Company. I thought that was it for me. I found out very quickly I really did not like the structure of corporate world. And so I stayed 6 years and resigned, didn't have a job, and a friend of mine said, why don't you go talk to a friend at Protective Life Insurance Company. I interviewed, and they convinced me that I could do it, and that started my career in financial services.
I went to work for Social Security, and I worked there, and perchance met Ed through a mutual friend at a bar.
I had a little life insurance agency that myself and another person owned.
I just thought he was one of the most dynamic people I'd ever met. And I just felt like his talent was wasted.
I had the opportunity to have a friend of mine in Atlanta tell me about a guy that was looking for some people to help him recruit general agents. That gentleman came over to Birmingham to talk to me about it, and it was Bo Adams.
And so the three of them went into business, but very shortly thereafter, Bo met Art. And Bo came to Tom and Ed and said, I want to tell you I've met somebody very special in the industry, and I'm going to go and work with him, and I would love for y'all to go too.
Ed came to us with years and years of experience in the financial services business. Ed spent multiple hours every week in developing product systems and compensation with Bo Adams. But I tell you, there was a goodness about Ed Randle that just was unbelievable. His team has touched the lives of tens of thousands of people. He was just the perfect teammate, the perfect example for all of us, and I just admire him so and love him so.
I just fell in love with this business. I mean, I really and truly did. I look back, but also fell in love with somebody else. Barbara came along in my life, almost at the same time we started the business. Barbara changed my life. She was solid. She had a career job with Social Security. She had a good paycheck. And we started with my three and her boy, Bill.
Ed just did an outstanding job. He showed up early, stayed late, and busted his buns. And it's not even a mystery why he became successful. You know, overcame all kind of incredible odds.
The biggest, richest industry in the world did everything they could possibly do to try to run us out of business. And we knew that. But it just made us tougher. It made us more determined to win. And we did.
In the very beginning, when Ed first got in the business, Barbara was very into her career. And she wasn't interested in our business at all.
I did tell her that if she would really and truly stay with me with this and help me make it work, then in 2 years she could go into her job at Social Security and resign. And I'd buy her a brick house with a fireplace and a swimming pool.
And she got more interested, and she understood the business, and she became one of the most dedicated, active partners that we ever had.
Almost 2 years to the day, we moved into a brick house with a fireplace and a swimming pool, and she walked in and resigned. So a promise made, a promise kept.
Barbara is one of the most creative, artistic, giving people I've ever known. Her lifestyle is so fun. She flies all over the world. You never know if she's riding on a camel in Africa or if she's riding on an elephant in Thailand. She's been able to do all that because of the business that they've built in Primerica and the lifestyle that it's provided for them.
I don't really think I'd be where I am today if it wasn't for my wife.
Barbara has been just the greatest partner for Ed in this business. She's, along with Ed, know how to build relationships with people that last through decades, and she was always ready, able, willing to do whatever needed to be done. They certainly deserve to be Primerica legends.
He and Barbara have truly exemplified what partnership is in the company, and then he has built a family business now for his kids and grandkids. It really is just one of the truly great stories of Primerica.
Stacy, my oldest daughter, and Bill, my youngest son, have been with me in the business for over 20 years. I'm fortunate to have those two very much engaged in wanting to build our hierarchy and continue its legacy on.
One of the greatest things about this business to me is the family aspect. I try and encourage anybody and everybody to do their best to get their kids involved. Now we have a third generation that's entering the business. My oldest daughter, Morgan, is in the process of becoming fully licensed. My son's wife, who's from Zambia, is licensed. I love Dad seeing that. It makes him so proud.
I've learned so much from him about business, about how to lead, about how to treat people. I've never seen Ed give up on anybody. I've seen him believe in people when they don't believe in themselves.
I had a man give me a little gift when I first started the business. He was a spiritual counselor, and he was a woodworker, and he brought me a 2x4 about 3 feet long, and he had engraved on it, and he said, "This is the secret to success, Ed." And it had just one word. Today, I have a little miniature desk plate that I give to most people I meet along life's way, and it has one word on it: others.
Just watching him connect with and invest in people the way he does is an amazing thing.
I'm proud of my father, not just for what he's done with Primerica. I'm proud of him for just being a father.
Mike, my oldest of the 4 children, is an extremely successful industrial development consultant, publishes magazines, and Leanne is a very successful real estate producer. She and her husband Murray have raised 2 wonderful boys, one of which was on the 2009 Alabama National Championship team as a starter. We were really, really proud.
Dad's philosophy, and Barbara's too, is give it all you got and turn a negative into a positive. He is able to make people feel like they can make it through anything. That's what makes him so special.
He loves his family so deeply, and he is so proud of them.
We have 26 immediate family members right here in Birmingham. I don't know that they realize what a blessing they've been to me. They are the reason why we do an awful lot of what we do. Primerica, it changed my life, there's no question about it.
We define success so many times with how much you make. But success is having a happy life and being able to do something you enjoy doing and being able to make a living doing it. I can't imagine finding something better than Primerica.
One of the things that's so gratifying to me is that you have no idea whose lives you touched.
Has he impacted people? You better believe it, man. You know, he's just been one of the great leaders in the history of our company.
He gave his wisdom and knowledge and helped me grow in the business.
They become role models for me because it doesn't matter how difficult the situation is, they always found a way to look for a positive answer and an outcome that helped everybody win.
If I was trying to describe Ed in one word from my personal perspective, it would be friend.
I'm proud of the great teammates that I have. Bobby and Red Buisson are our uplines and have been wonderful friends and teammates in the business.
He was bound to be successful. He just needed the vehicle.
I found my purpose. I found something that I could do to where I could do more giving.
I'm very proud of him.
He is, to me, one of the greatest success stories that I know.
I want to be remembered because I did some good in this world, I made some contributions, but most of all, that I treated people right.